Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And today we're going to look at the Kennedy half from 1969. And as you can see, this is one of them right here. And this is something that you see really frequently, and that is when you get these out of the plastic, because this was from a PDS uncirculated set. When you get them out of the plastic, you get the plastic filming on them, and look at all the junk on there. We can clean this, but we won't. There's a little chunk right there, and that's from another half hitting Kennedy on its side right there, and that's what that little thing there is. This coloration is really just a fog, as you can see. We don't have any shine there at all. Down here, if we look underneath his neck, we do see right there it says GR, kind of intertwined for Gilroy Roberts, who was the engraver of the Kennedy half. And then way down here we see a D for Denver. One of the things you will never see ever is a Kennedy half from Philadelphia from 1968 or 1969. There will always be a mint mark on every 1969 half-dollar coin. Either an S for San Francisco. And in San Francisco, they made about 2.9 million of these in the proof sets. And in Denver, they made about 130 million in just the regular circulating sets. And so when they get a uncirculated set from the mint, they just pull them from the ones that came off the line. And that's what happened with this. It was pulled, it was put in a plastic, and it just didn't do well in the plastic. Liberty at the top, In God in front of Kennedy, We Trust behind him, 1969 here. D down here for Denver. If we tip it up on its edge, we see it looks a little bit funny. It's a little bit copperish, but it's mostly silver. What's going on there? Well, the original Kennedy half in 1964 was 90% silver. In 1965, they moved to a 40% silver. So 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, and 70, they were 40% silver. So this coin is worth $5 or $6 just in silver value alone. And that's why even in this shape, you might be able to get $7 or $8 for it. This is United States of America at the top, $50 at the bottom. If we look way, way down in here, we'll see an FG for Frank Gasparo. Boy, isn't this interesting? You look at this coin, which is a uncirculated mint set, and it's all chipped, it's worn. They just didn't do a great job. Well, they did a better job than Philadelphia did, because Philadelphia didn't make any. But it's a coin that's very hard to kind of see it as a quality coin. We have the shield here, the eagle holding an olive branch in its right claws, a bunch of arrows in its left claws, and some people call this a smoking eagle. It's not smoking, it's actually holding this banner at the top that says E Pluribus Unum. Now, why did they make so many in Philly? I mean, not so few in Philly and so many in Denver. Some people say it was because that's where they had the materials to make the coin. And so in the Philadelphia Mint, they just kept everything there. They stopped making them in Denver. They made a few more in San Francisco, but not many. And they also were going to stop making them altogether for kind of general circulation in a way, because they felt like people loved them, but they just weren't using them in day-to-day transactions. And the biggest part of that was it wouldn't fit in a vending machine. So if this coin doesn't fit in a vending machine, vending machines were all the rage in the 1960s and 1970s. But you could buy a candy bar for 5 cents or 10 cents. You could buy a soda for 10 cents. If you put a 50-cent coin in, you needed change. So the casinos didn't really use the 50-cent coins. They used the dollar coins. So the Kennedy half was kind of stuck in the middle, and the U.S. Mint decided we're just not going to make any more. However, if you can get one of these coins in an MS-65, you might be talking about $15 to $20. If you can get this in an MS 67 or 67 plus, which is just great shape, you might be talking about $4,000 to $5,000. So these coins, there's plenty of them out there. There's plenty of the Denvers. There's plenty actually of the San Franciscos, because the collectors don't want them quite as much because they didn't come out in general circulation. So the San Francisco Mint coins, $8 or $9. The MS 65s for these, $15 to $20, and the MS 67s somewhere between $1,700 and $6,000. MS 67 Plus sold by Heritage Auctions in 2017 for $4,802. NGC reports it is about 5 of MS 67s, and nothing finer than an MS 67 Plus. All right, so if you look for this coin, look for it in really good shape. Look for it in general circulation. Don't look for the no mint mark one, because there isn't one. And good luck with these, because they have an intrinsic value of, $5 or more just in silver. And they have a collector's value just in, people just love the Kennedy stuff. All right. That's all we have today from DC Coin World International Coin Channel. That's the answer to your missing 1969 Philadelphia and 1968 Philadelphia Kennedy halves. They didn't make them.